Hi guys, welcome back to Red Ted Art and our craft basic series. This is an extra series of videos in addition to our normal Monday and Thursday crafts, showing you some basics so that you can complete our other crafts. Now today, yes, you've guessed it, it's about sewing on a button. Now I've taken a nice big button here and some felt fabric just because it's easier to demonstrate, but the method is the same for everything. So firstly, you need to thread your needle. I've got, like I said, I've made it wet. I'm pinching it flat and I'm going to just carefully thread it through. Now, like I said, I've picked some thread here that's quite thick just so you can see it, but obviously normally you would use normal cotton and you would match the color of the button. Now, firstly you tie a knot. To tie a knot, you make a little loop, so you've got a loop, and then you push it under and through. Okay, here we go. So that's a little knot. Then you position your button where you want it. So if you want it here, I'm going to come in from the back with my needle, like so. Pull it through. The knot is now holding my thread in place, and now it's time to sew on my button. Now most buttons have got 4 holes like this one. Some of them only have 2, but with 4 it's quite nice to go across and then across to make like a little X. But if you want, you can actually go and make 2 little neat lines as well. But I'm going to do a little X today. So you've got the button on. Now you go to the opposite hole and you push through to the back and make sure it's all tight. So I've got the first stitch in place. Now you repeat that 2, 3, maybe 4 times. It depends a little bit on your thread and how thick it is. This one's quite thick, so twice will be enough. But I think doing it 3 times is good. Okay. So now I've got twice. So the next thing you need to do is with the needle at the back, you need to kind of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until you find the hole, like so, and push it through. And then you go opposite, push it through and pull it tight. Okay, so again, you're going from the back. Oh, I can't see it so well from that side. Let's do it this side. You go in from the back, you try and find the hole, wiggle, wiggle until you've got the hole, and then you pull it through and round, like so. So that's the basic sewing off on your button. But what you want is, when you have a button on, you obviously it has a tiny like millimeter away from the side of the fabric, and that's so it's easier to knot to kind of close your button and have the fabric sit in place neatly without ripping the thread. So what you do now is you take your thread and you push it through behind the button, like so, and then you wrap it round once, twice, oopsie, and 3 times. Now what that does is it raises it a little bit but also really secures your thread. Then you go in, push the needle back to the back, like so. Okay, and then it's time to kind of cast off your stitch. So to secure it, get your needle, you find one of your old stitches, so like this one, go underneath like that, and now you wrap this round like so and pull. So basically you're creating a little knot, and I like to do 2 or 3 of these. I'm going to do 2, I think. So again, I'm going to find a little stitch like this, wrap this round, and then you've got a little knot. And now it's time to trim these off and trim, and there you have sewn on your very own button. Now that was really well easy once you get the hang of it. Obviously it's a little bit tricky at first, but do have a go. It isn't hard to sew on a button, and once you know how to do it, you can fix all your buttons on your shirts or your trousers or whatever. But also it's really nice for making crafts. So if you're doing like a little cuddly toy or something, it's really nice to have some button eyes or button nose or some sort of feature. So I think it's great to be able to know how to sew on a button. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Check out my other craft basics in the cards and down below. Subscribe to the channel, and hopefully see you here again soon. Thank you and bye.